Hi everybody, Tara here from One Heart Many Hats. In today's video, I'd like to share with you an experience that I recently had following a workout. And at the end of this video, I want to share with you a book that I read about a year ago that has really helped me in this process of losing weight. So if you want to know what that book is, you'll want to watch to the end of this video. So, post-workout emo chat. Yeah, I think the title fits. I had a really hard workout about a week ago, and it really triggered some deep feelings within myself. And following that workout, I've been thinking a lot about, well, what just happened, for one thing, and also, moving forward, how am I going to handle myself, and why, I've been thinking about why I'm on this journey and how did this all begin. So here is just a little clip of the video that I took. My kids were being really crazy in the background, so I'm sorry. I'm just going to show you a small part of it because of their behavior, but kids will be kids. So here it is. Sillies. You're so silly. Can you let Mama talk? And thinking about why I'm doing this, and honestly, I was doing some jumping jacks and noticed how much lighter my legs feel and how I'm losing inches around my thighs and how good it feels, and how I'm gonna cry because it's like really hard, but I'm stepping out of my old body that, I'm leaving that chubby girl behind, and I'm getting so much stronger, and I'm so proud of myself. And even though it's scary, I'm like losing part of my identity in a way. Like I'm not that chubby girl anymore, and that's not gonna hold me back any longer. And just really surreal. I thought that I'd been chubby my whole life, and that it was just gonna stay that way, that I couldn't break from that, but I'm doing it and it feels really good. And so as you can see, I got really choked up doing all of the planks and jumping jacks and the jump rope and the weights, like everything that I was doing in that workout that was, pushing me. Really, I had to work hard to push through. So I had to, tap into my mind and think, why am I doing this to begin with? And I'm doing this because I want to be healthy. I want to know what it's like to be thin. I want to set a good example to my children, and I want to live a long life. And I don't want to be stuck with all of this extra weight anymore, or allow it to hold me back from following my dreams, from doing the things that I want to do. I feel like being a chubby girl has kept me from speaking up in front of people. It's kept me from following a certain career path, or deciding to go to that amusement park, or do that certain activity, because that would expose my extra weight, or it would I just use it as an excuse. And I don't want that to be the case anymore. And following the workout, I started to think about how did I get to be 213 pounds by the time I was in the 7th grade? How did I come to be, even 225 pounds without even being pregnant? So, that's my highest weight. So it all started really when I was a little girl, and it's hard for me to share, but I think it's really important for me to share, so that I can come full circle from this experience, and so that I can really heal. And I'd also like to share so that I can help another person if possible. So when I was 4 years old, I was molested by a man that my mother was in a relationship with for a short time, and he has passed since, but I know that because of that trauma, I felt the need to protect myself, to put on layers of fat on my body to be a shield, to make me less attractive so that nobody would ever want to touch me again. And and even though I'm not that 4-year-old little girl anymore, and I'm in a relationship with a wonderful man who loves me and has never even complained about my weight, and I have 3 beautiful children and a beautiful home that is far different from the one that I grew up in, that hurt is still there, and that part of myself is still there, and I have to release it. I have to let go of it now so that I can transform into the person that I want to be. Another factor in my weight, I know, has been having divorced parents, and I don't want to say anything bad about my parents. I love them, and I know they love me, and they did the best that they could for me at the time. But being the only child from their marriage, from that relationship, has oftentimes it made me feel isolated. Like I didn't really fit in my mom's home with her husband and his family, or in my dad's home with his wife and her family. And since they didn't get along very well, I would have to be the mediator. And you know, there's good and bad that came out of that. I'm not gonna badmouth them, but that's a lot for a child to take on. And so when I felt isolated and I felt afraid, I turned to food. So you know, there's a lot, those things were against me. I would turn to food to feel loved and to feel secure, and you know, I turned to food because, again, I didn't want to be looked at as a target for another molestation. And I put on lots of weight around my thighs and my stomach and private areas that I did not want to be touched again. And today, it's still difficult. I know I struggle with you know, intimate moments with my husband, because it, you know, oftentimes triggers those feelings from when I was a young girl. And I'm sharing this with the hope that it gives somebody else the courage to face you know, their pain or trauma, or you know, if you had a similar situation, or really to face any fears that you have. Because being a chubby girl, I was afraid to speak up in front of class. I was afraid to draw any extra attention to myself. You know, I would let it hold me back from doing certain activity, because you know, my weight might be, you know, on display, or you know, I might just end up messing it up anyway, because I just didn't feel like I was good enough. And that's just not the case anymore. I'm transforming. I'm breaking free of that chubby girl into this new version of myself that I don't know. I mean, it's kind of scary because I don't know what I'm gonna look like when I get to that goal weight, whatever it is, because I don't have a number in mind. I just have a feeling in mind. I want to look at myself in the mirror and feel really strong and really lean, and have, you know, tight abs, and you know, firm legs, and you know, get rid of these bat wings that jiggle on under my arms, and be confident and really proud of this body that I'm in. And I do love the body that I'm in now. I'm so thankful for what it does on a daily basis. I'm thankful that this body that I'm in, you know, carried 3 children that I bore, and that I have the strength and the stamina to now run and do difficult exercises and just do a myriad of things with. So that's my story, and that is my truth, and I hope it doesn't offend anybody, but it is what it is. And I'm standing here today just feeling really amazing and really proud of myself for how far I've come and where I'm going, and it's just such a beautiful experience. And I didn't know that all of this was going to come up. I had no idea that I was going to do that difficult workout and just, get so emotional. And I'll probably cry again at another workout. I don't know, but at least I'll be able to recognize it and just continue to rise above it and allow myself to heal and to become better and not let fear get in the way of my success. And I want to encourage you to do the same. Don't let fear take the driver's seat in your life. You are strong and you are beautiful. You are enough. You can do amazing things, and you are so loved and blessed. And just be grateful for every day. Life is such a gift, and it's going to be over before we know it. We're going to be gray and we're going to be gone. And so let us rejoice in each day that we are given. I did say that I was going to share a book, and so I'll go ahead and do that now. This book is called What Are You Hungry For? By Dr. Deepak Chopra. You may have seen him on Oprah way back when, but this is the book. And I read this about a year ago, and when I'd read it, a lot of times I would cry. And he said some hard truths, and so I read the book, but I really didn't start my weight loss until several months later, because it was hard to pick up the book. I knew I was gonna be just like pierced to the heart. So I want to read a little bit about what he says. He says, everyone needs to feel safe and secure. Everyone needs to feel nurtured. Everyone needs to feel loved and appreciated. Everyone needs to feel that their life is relevant and meaningful. Isn't that so true? We all need those things, and when we're not receiving that, that's when we can, like in my situation, we can turn to food to help try to make us feel happy, but in the end, it really just destroys us. So that's all for today. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.